Hello, everybody. Good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA The Source. We're back. Just a few minutes here as we're approaching the top of the 11 o'clock hour and the end of our show. Got about 8 minutes left before the top of the hour. Good show today, as we had in the Garden with Carol Ann for the full hour. We had Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive. We, of course, talked to Galen with the Life South Community Blood Centers with the blood supply. Get out there and donate. And we talked a little bit about, we had a couple callers talked in about the Daytona 500 and its outcome. And we also had the authors, Dr. Sherry Zahn from the book that she was talking about with Tony's War on World War II, as we had an interview with her, talking about the letters that her dad had wrote to his parents while he was deployed World War II in the Pacific and the Philippines. Just really good stuff there. Tony's War on World War II. You can find that at Amazon. You can find that at Barnes & Nobles. It's worth a look. I read just a little bit there and inside the cover and what's going on and a few of the letters that he wrote. It's just really incredible stuff, and it was a pleasure to have her on. Just to wrap up the show a little bit today, just to throw some other stuff out there. February 18th, it's Tuesday. Some birthdays, honorable birthdays to mention. Sybil Shepherd is 70 years old today, and Ocala's another birthday. Ocala's good man that everybody knows lives here is Johnny Travolta. John Travolta is 66 today. Happy birthday, John. If you're listening to AM Ocala Live, cool if you did. Vanna White is 63. Eminem's friend Dr. Dre is 55, and Pretty in Pink, Molly Ringwald, is 52. Wow. That's incredible, considering back there in the 80s with her movies. This was kind of neat. $30,000 an inch. A Duke University study analyzed data from 22,000 online daters and found that, quote, women put a premium on income and height when deciding which men to contact. For example, the study showed that a 5'9" man needs to make $30,000 more than a 5'10" man to be successful in the dating pool. And that's something. And a Duke University study, that's something to take in consideration now. So then if you're 6 foot, does it decrease another 30 grand in income? Then again, if you just make a certain amount of income, height doesn't matter. Who knows? But that's kind of interesting in itself. News attacks here. Researchers say social media makes breaking up harder than ever before, since there are digital reminders of your ex. Now, that's interesting, considering that with social media having, like Facebook, been out there now for well over a decade now. 10, 11, 12 years or so, that was one of the things is in breaking up how you deal with the ex on social media. And it says here, this is why I told my last girlfriend to stay off Facebook, and I would stay on AOL. It says here, include your pet in your dating profile. It says in a survey, 63% of dog owners said that including their pet in their profile photo helped them find success matching with others online. I guess that shows a little bit if there's another pet owner that sees, if you're a dog owner and you show your dog in your pictures, then the other person's a dog owner themselves, then that's more likely to strike up the conversation and make it a match within the online dating pool. Interesting. This came up. I saw an advertisement for this the other day. On TV tonight is the series premiere of the game show called Hot Ones. Hot Ones, the game show. This is a new game show based on the popular Hot Ones web series. Sean Evans, the host. Sean Evans hosts as fans compete by answering trivia questions and eating increasing mouth-scorching hot wings for a grand prize of $25,000. 10 o'clock tonight on True TV. And I was seeing some clips of this where they're literally eating hot wings, and as they move through the rounds, the wings get hotter. And they're trying to answer and stay focused in answering the questions while their mouth, eyes, ear, nose, and throat burn. And that's going to be that's an interesting one. That show's called Hot Ones, the game show. That'll be on tonight, True TV at 10 p.m. Oh, let's see what else we got here as we finish up everything. Astronauts getting cheese and Skittles. A cargo ship nearing the International Space Station is carrying candy and cheese to satisfy the astronauts' cravings. The nearly 4-ton shipment should arrive at the orbiting lab today. Besides the usual experiments and gear, the capsule holds cheddar and then Mashango cheeses, fresh fruit and vegetables, chocolate, 3 kinds of gummy candy, expressively requested by the 3 station astronauts, Skittles, hot tamales, and Mike and Ike's. Interesting. I always wondered that too. If they bring astronaut food stuff, they bring food with them that the astronauts eat that is usually packaged, dehydrated type stuff. But I wonder if they just send up food, and now I guess they're starting to test that kind of stuff out. Interesting. Nonetheless. We got a minute to go as we're coming into the close of our show, AM Ocala Live. Thank you, everybody who's listening. Happy Tuesday to you. The sun's coming out now. High of 85 today. Enjoy that. 20% chance of rain, which is starting to look like it might fade out even less as tomorrow looks a little bit foggy in itself. But join us tomorrow, Wednesday. We're going to have a good show as well. Not sure what's on. I don't have the docket in front of me, but that's okay. Tune in tomorrow, and I'll get the morning started with you. This is Adam signing off. You're listening to AM Ocala Live. Until tomorrow, we say at 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source, goodbye.
Fox News, I'm Hank Weinblum. Former New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg comes out with ideas to regulate Wall Street, including a tax on stock trades. This comes after a new poll shows Bloomberg qualifies for tomorrow night's presidential debate, where he's sure to hear attacks like this one from frontrunner Bernie Sanders.
After being mayor of New York and having a racist stop and frisk policy,
Bloomberg has apologized for stop and frisk, his campaign saying they're seeing a groundswell of support across the country. A New York City jury expected to begin deliberations today in the Harvey Weinstein trial.
Weinstein is charged with raping a woman at a Midtown Manhattan hotel in 2013 and sexually assaulting a different woman in 2006. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges and says anything that happened between him and the women was consensual.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers, the judge ordering lawyers to hold off on interviews until after a verdict is reached. America is listening to Fox News.
Video News.
Hello, this is Wayne Allen Root, relentless conservative warrior, middle-class warrior, and always Trump warrior. I have a message for my fellow patriots across America. President Trump is making America great again. He's the only president in my lifetime who is keeping his promises, and his biggest promise is to build that wall. President Trump can only do it with our help. If Congress won't fund Trump's wall, we will. President Trump is one man against the world, and what globalists and socialists around the world want is clear, open borders. It's time to take a stand. We either build a wall, or it's the end of the greatest nation in world history ever blessed by God. That's why I founded the Root for the Wall PAC. 63 million Trump voters together will raise the money President Trump needs for the wall. Anyone who donates $100 or more will get a beautiful commemorative wall brick. Display it proudly. Call 844-ROOT-WALL. That's toll free, 844-ROOT-WALL, or go to rootwall.com. We will build this wall together. Call 844-ROOT-WALL or go to rootwall.com. Root for the Wall PAC. Paid for and is responsible for the content of this message. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Rootwall.com.
A New York City jury set today to begin deliberations in the rape trial of former movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. Attorney Gloria Allred represents one of the witnesses and says whatever happens in this case, Weinstein faces more charges.
This is not going to be the end for Mr. Weinstein.